And rolling up and down the figures. I'll turn on a light here. And into the palm. And the pad to the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles. Hey, and there's Jonathan. Great. Hey. Unusual Saturday. Good to see you all. And then we're going to do the fingers. Index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. Pinky. We'll go around the back. Switch. 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 Ooh, the legs hinging at the waist. Switch. 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 And ball on the floor. Cut the cats. The other feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, press down 3 times. Move the ball up to the, what I have discovered is called the semitoid. I've been calling it the knuckle. It's not. Round protrusion below the first toe. And then step on each. Going across and wiggle the ball across. And then bring it to the middle and wiggle the toes. I discovered it was a semitoid because I have semitoiditis, a great pain in one of them. And press the toes into the ball. And raise the toes and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat. Middle of the foot. Up to the ball of the foot. Pressing. It's funny because it doesn't hurt when I press like that, but when I run, whoa. Go across. And middle of the foot and wiggle. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. 3, 2, 1. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And let's do some wood chops. Through the middle 7 times. Looking at the waist, keeping the head back. And then diagonally, one way. And then the other. And then shake the tree. Three, 2, 1, center. Twist it away, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Stepping to the side together and start. And repeat the other way. And center. Let's take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. Flap the opposite heel. And then slap it behind you. First step with the twist and a punch. And then walk. March. Georgia. And today we do our seated routine. Going to do some sit to stands, sort of like a squat, but only 10. I'm going to do those. Whatever you do, be safe. You can continue doing what you're doing, of course. I am going to try to sprint. Then off of that. Left ball of the foot. In 5. Got 5 Tibetans in the F class. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And 20. And 30. Your breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead. Reach for the sky. And come on down, bend back if you can. Back to center. Drop one hand. Bring the other over the head in that direction. And go the other way. Back to center, interlace the hands again. Drop it to the chest, push out. Come on down. One hand on top, one hand below. You can use a strap or a belt or a band if you need to. Otherwise, grab by your fingers and pull in opposite direction. And then go the other way. And come on down and shrug. Put your fingers on your shoulders, roll the elbows forward in a circle. And then backwards. Bend your arms and tap your shoulders. Bring one arm across the body, press in at or above the elbow. And then the other. Ooh, first hand behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Bring your hands down, form an L, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. Come on up, tuck in the chin and peg like a pigeon. And grab a stick. It is a GymStick day. So we're going to start with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then the other. And put the stick on your shoulders and rotate. And then bring it up overhead and go side to side. Bring it down above the knees behind. Bring your hands between the knees in front. Hinge at the waist and pull up. And then bring the stick around front. Hold on with both hands at or near the top. Stand back. Hinge at the waist. Stretch the shoulders. And come on up. Bring the stick across the body with one hand. Hinge at the waist. Other hand comes up underneath the armpits and grabs the shoulder. Tug gently. And then repeat on the other way. And bring the stick to the side of one foot. Push out with the top hand. Pull in with the bottom as you hinge. Repeat the other way. And then bring the stick in front of one foot Those are about 6 inches away. Top of stick on the collarbone. Slide down, lift the sole of the foot. Wiggle back and forth. Repeat the other way. Come on up. Press the sole of the first foot against the stick. And the second. And then bring one foot forward. Bend at the knee. You're on the toes on the other foot. Come on down. Stretch the hip flexors. And go the other way. Come on up. Grab one leg by the shins, ankle, or toes. Stretch the quads. And then the other. And then bring the first foot across the front. Press the knee towards the back, hinge at the waist. And repeat with the other leg. And come on up, grab a chair, get rid of that stick. And we're going to start with 10 sit to stands. You can push off the chair if you need to. You move your hands around as I'm going to do. However feels right for you. But just make sure you sit down all the way before you get up. There's 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10. All right, sit down, hands up in the air parallel to the ears. We're gonna sit in the middle of the chair, come forward about 45 degrees and back. We'll do this 7. Keep the core engaged. Pull the navel back towards the spine. And then cross your hands over your chest, still in the middle of the chair, tap the back of the chair, and come back again, navel is back towards the spine. And then bring one leg over across the other and rotate at the ankle. Go the other way. Point the toes towards the shin and away from the shin. And then put your hands on the knee, hinge at the waist, push down as you come forward. Come on back up, put that foot on the floor, cross the other leg, and rotate at the ankle. Switch the direction of the rotation. Point towards and away from the shin. Put your hand on the knee, hinge forward. Your head back. Find neutral. And then come on up. And it doesn't go kick, but let's do some marching. And then stop. Hands behind the head, twist to one side, and then the other. Back and forth. Bring one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top, grab each hand by the fingers and pull apart. Then reverse. And we're gonna do some seated jacks. And then keep your feet spread apart. Come across, try to touch the toes. You don't have to, but go towards it. Grab one knee and pull it towards the chest. Then the other. And then separate your legs about hip width apart and knock your knees together. And that'll do it. All right, let's stand. chair away, do an alternate nostril breathing, 5 rounds of it, closing off the right nostril with the thumb, inhaling through the left, and closing the left with the one of your fingers, exhaling and inhaling, and then again, exhaling through the left. Do 5 rounds, full diaphragmatic breaths through the nose, rising from the belly up to the chest. Here we go. And rubbing his hands together. Cultivating chi. Forming a chi ball. Rendering. You best. We'll open our hearts. And pause on that inhale, exhale. Send it up. Center your breaths. Bring down chi from above. And stoop to swoop and stoop. And
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Stay dry today. Nice day tomorrow. And guys, I got some 5 Tibetans coming up. If you're up first, I'm gonna do 11. And let's see, we'll go to there. All right. 11 spins. Starting now. Couple of breaths. I'm gonna put the camera on the floor where I will meet you on our back. That is delight, I am sure. All right. Hands are normally by the side, but they can be on the smaller back or under the neck if you need support in either the back or the neck. Soles of the feet can be on the floor as you raise the head, neck, and shoulders in the modified version. Or legs extended. Bring them up. And come back down at the same time. That's 1. We're going to do 11. And when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. And we're going to get up on our knees. Hands on the back of the thighs or the glutes. You can just rock back on your knees. If you can't do back extensions, but if you can, come back and forward. 1. And 11 for me. When you're done, take 2 breaths. And we're going to sit down. Yeah, and so normally by your hips, if you can put them behind you. Soles are normally legs are normally extended, but you put the soles on the floor if you need to. And we'll do some inverted pivots. 11 of them. That. And take 2 breaths. Turn around. Modified version, you be on all fours in tabletop. Really the cobra. Regular version, down dog to up dog. Do 11. Whatever you're doing, if you combine the 2. Then come around. Cross your legs, however feels right this morning. Take a couple of breaths. And rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. At the end, we'll do a round of box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold in the middle. Over the left knee, over the right knee. There we go. And on this last round, we're stretching out. And doing the box breath. Left knee. And on the right knee. Come on up. Switch the position of the legs. What was on top goes below, what was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 rotations in the original direction. I think, Karis, you can do it sitting up if you don't want to know it. Then 6 in the other, again, on the last round, stretching out and doing the 3 rounds of box breathing. Let's start. Stretching out. Left knee. And right knee. And so now.